All right, this week in horror, the big news. Why am I looking at the microphone? Candyman. Candyman. Yeah, Candyman. Ooh. Oh! Damn, I broke it! City, your host, and we're back with another new episode. Can you believe it? Wow. So let's get into it, kiddies. Let's see what's going on this week in horror. We missed you. Okay, this week in horror, holy moly, the big news was the trailer release of a remake. You can see the trailer on our Facebook page. The trailer release of Candyman. Of course, another remake of a classic movie that doesn't need to be remade. What the heck is going on, folks?
Oops.
Coming to theaters June 12th. Why, folks? Why? I have no idea. I love the original. So yeah, that was the big news this week. Candyman trailer dropping. Okay, cool. What I saw of it didn't thrill me too well, so.
What?
Yeah. If you want to see some real horror films, you can go to your local Cineplex and see another remake called The Invisible Man, directed by Lee Whannell, who wrote Saw. Ooh. So. And supposedly the film's based off the actual H.G. Wells novel. So maybe it's not a remake after all. I don't know. Maybe want to check that out. It's been getting some good reviews. So. Also in theaters, you have Fantasy Island. I don't know. I saw the saw the trailer, and you know, it's got some horror elements in it. Maybe it's a good movie. I don't know. Check it out. In theaters, Fantasy Island. Of course, we talked about this last week. The Boy 2. And The Lodge. So I don't know if those films are still in your local Cineplex, but if you want to see some horror films, you got a wide variety of choices. So check it out. Go to your local theater and check out some horror films if you want to. This week in horror comics, new comics just came out today on Wednesday, March 4th. And I was lucky enough to go down to my local comic book store and pick up the new issue of A Basket Full of Heads. Written by Joe Hill. If you haven't or are not reading this currently, I think you need to start. Issue 5 just came out today. I think it's a 6-issue series, if I'm not mistaken. So, yeah, check that out. Also, from DC Comic Black Label, from Hill House Comics, I should say. Daphne Byrne came out number 3. If you're a horror fan and you like reading comics, check out this one. This is really, really good. So number 3 just came out today on Wednesday. So, you know, if you want to check out a really good horror comic, go down to your local comic book store and pick them up. And this week, my pick of the week is, of course, a film that's been out for a little while. But if you haven't checked it out, check out Annabelle Comes Home. It's the 3rd installment of the Annabelle series. I actually liked it. I mean, it's not a great film, but if you're a fan of the Annabelle series, you know, check it out. Oh, the really good thing about the film is the acting. Acting's really spot on. It feels like an independent film because it takes place pretty much at the Warrens' house. It's actually really good. It's got some good, special effects. A couple good scares. They actually recreated that whole room that the Warrens have in their house, and they filmed, this film. Check out this movie. It's actually pretty good. Of course, it's not like a great movie, but I enjoyed it. Annabelle Comes Home is now available on Blu-ray, DVD, and of course on digital download. So check it out, folks. So that's it for Horror Vein this week. I'm your host, Robert J. Massetti. If you like what we're doing, check us out on our Facebook page at facebook.com/horrorvein and our Twitter page at twitter.com/horrorvein. We'll see you next week with a brand new Horror Vein. We love you, folks. Have a great week.